Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good morning. I beat to all of you. My name is Nurul Atiqah binti Anwar. My matrix number is 055483.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mohd Najmi Hazim bin Rauzia, and my matric number is 056902 from Ben 4B.
Today, me, along with my partner today, Najmi, we will talk about Ba'na and how it is applied in our everyday lives, whether we realize it or not. So stay tuned and enjoy. Okay, first, let's talk about negotiation communication. According to Essential of Negotiation, what people deem as negotiation varies between people because of their cultural differences. For example, let's say Americans tend to view negotiation as a competitive process of offers and counter-offers. In contrast, the Japanese tend to view the negotiation as an opportunity of information sharing. Either way, every negotiation has the same goal, which is for all parties to gain benefits from it. Alright, now let's talk about Batna. What exactly is Batna? Do we often use or do we ever use it in our daily life? Well, to understand that, we have to know its definition and what the word stands for. Batna is short for Best Alternative to a Negotiation Agreement. Roger Fisher, William Ury, and Bruce Patton once said in their book that, quote unquote, whether you should or should not agree on something in a negotiation depends entirely upon the attractiveness to you of the best available alternative. And this is what we call as Batna. Let me give you an example so that you can understand it better. Let's say I want to buy a lasagna. I am craving for it. So first, I go to store A, and the price is 30 ringgit. And then I go to store B, and the price is 25 ringgit. And from people's reviews, both stores have an equally excellent reputation when it comes to their lasagna. However, as a customer, of course, I'll buy from store B as it is way more cheaper. The 25 lasagna here is my batna. Next, I'll tell you guys about my personal experience with a customer as a promoter in a clothes store.
As we all know, since we're in the month of Ramadan, it means that Hari Raya is about a month away from now. This also means that, just like every other year, people are trying to find a baju raya, baju kurung. So, one time at work, a customer came in and tried this very beautiful, very stylish baju Melayu, which costs about 179 ringgit. But in reality, it costs like 165 ringgit. This is how the conversation went. Wow, this baju is so soft and not hard at all.
Yes, because it is made from a very soft baju kurung and I can guarantee you that the material is very high quality.
That is very interesting. Right, look. But at the other store, they sold it way cheaper, and I like it too. I think it cost like 169 ringgit, if I'm not mistaken.
The 10 ringgit difference is a huge difference and can influence the customer. In that situation, I need to think quickly and make a negotiation to make sure that she buys it, even if I have to lower the price. Sir, don't worry. For your sake, I will lower the price for you.
Really? By how much?
Does 175 sounds good to you? Not enough, sir?
Well, if you give me 170 ringgit, I'll buy it.
However, I need to make sure that the price is not too far from the original price so that our store will gain profit, and of course so that my boss won't scold me. I was also told by my seniors that negotiation is a must so that we won't lose customers. Alright, 170 sounds fine. Okay, so in this scenario, the people who are involved is me, the seller, and the customer himself.
Now that you have seen the given situation, let's elaborate more about the situation there. Wow, this baju is so soft and not hard at all. In the first part, you can see that the buyer is showing signs of interest towards the product as he compliments on the material used for making the product. That is very interesting. But at the other store, they sold it way cheaper and I like it too. I think it cost like 169 ringgit if I'm not mistaken. In this conversation, we can see how the buyer tries to negotiate the original price with the seller, which also shows the target point of the buyer, which is around 169 ringgit.
Sir, don't worry. For your sake, I will lower the price for you.
Really? By how much?
Does 175 sounds good to you?
To sway away from the seller's resistance point, she has to lower the price in order to gain mutual agreement with the buyer, but not too low from the target point as to gain profit from the original price. In this situation, the buyer contemplates if he should risk bargaining more or agree to the present offer.
Not enough, sir?
Here, the seller is giving assurance to the buyer that the price is still negotiable as it is, but still far from her resistance point. If you give me 170 ringgit, I'll buy it. The buyer tries his luck and bargains even lower than that to get to his target point, which is 169, in which he bargains 170 ringgit to have mutual agreement with the seller.
Alright, 170 sounds fine.
As the buyer sets his resistance point, which is 170 ringgit, the seller agrees to the bargaining, in which concession making is complete. As a conclusion, you can see from the target point of the seller, which is 179 ringgit, to the original price 165 ringgit, they came to conclusion to sell it and to buy it at the price of 170, even though he has not reached the target point, but he has gone over the resistance point, which is 165, and the seller gains profit of 5 ringgit. It's a win for the seller and also the buyer, as the buyer also gets 9 ringgit off the selling point of the baju Melayu, in which he gets a discount on. With this, the best alternative to a negotiation agreement has been done, as both parties get what they want, as the seller gets profit of 5 ringgit and the buyer gets a discount of 9 ringgit. That's all from us. Thank you for watching.